Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Prabhakar from the Delhi Entertainer. Today, I am going to bring a review of the first ODI between Australia and India, played in Australia. India has kickstarted its Australian tour with the first ODI today, the first one before the spectators in this year of COVID. Having won the toss, Australia has elected to bat, and what a rollicking start Australian batsmen had given, putting all the Indian bowlers to sword with utmost contempt. It appeared Warner has started where he left in IPL, stroking the ball brilliantly. Finch did far better than Warner and forgotten his mediocre IPL outing. And in the partnership, he has raced ahead of Warner, first to hit half century, then converting that into a wonderfully made century. Warner got dismissed after making a well made 69 runs out of 76 balls, and Finch exited after a century after making 114 out of 124 balls. At that time, there was a hope that maybe Indian bowlers can contain the Australian batsman as Smith was on the crease and Maxwell joined him, who had a very forgettable IPL. But the busy player as he is, Smith started pushing the scoring rate right from the first ball and made a very quick fire 105 in 66 balls, which is the third fastest uh, century by an Australian batsman. Maxwell also joined the party and made a blistering cameo of 45 runs in 19 balls. So it has been a misery for Indian bowlers. Australia has folded up their innings at 374 thanks to some tight overs towards the end, especially by Saini. Otherwise, maybe the score, the total would have been somewhere around 390, 400. All the both bowlers without exception has been taken to cleaners and they looked rustic and not adjusted to Australian conditions. Bumrah has conceded 73 runs for his one wicket. Saini has conceded 83 runs for his one wicket, and Chahal took one for 89. So all of them proved to be extremely costly in their allotted quota of 10 overs. Sami was the most successful bowler, taking 3 wickets for 59 runs in his 10 overs. Chasing 375 to win is not going to be easy on Australian bouncy pitches. India needs some scintillating performance from their top order batsmen to make a match out of it. They are capable of doing it. They have a master chaser in Kohli, Rahul, Dhawan, all are in good form. So let us see how much of a fight back Indian batsmen give on the other side. Chasing a total of 375 to win, India made a confident and a solid beginning with both Mayank and Shikhar scoring freely and made 50 runs in the fourth over itself. It raised a hope of India giving a hot chase to the daunting task of 375 runs. But it lived very shortly as India lost 3 wickets in the form of Mayank for 22, Kohli for 21, and Shreyas for 2 runs. Kohli could not capitalize on the chance given by the Australian fielders, and Shreyas got a very nasty bouncer and he got dismissed in a very ugly fashion, which he would never like to see again. Rahul too had a very brief stay at the wicket and dismissed for 12 runs. Then Dhawan and Hardik made some rearguard action and tried to pull on for a long time. Dhawan was dismissed after a cautious 74 runs. For most of the time, he has preferred to give Hardik the strike. Hardik was very fluent and hit some towering sixes and raced to his half century in 32 balls with 4 sixes and 3 fours. But after that, he labored his way to a well deserved 90 runs and missed his well deserved century by 10 runs. But in this innings, he has proved that he has a capability to stay at the wicket for a long time and he is not only a pinch hitting sort of a batsman. But once Dhawan and Pandey were dismissed, it's a matter of going through the motions and the match dragged a bit. There was not really a chase in the real sense. and though the tail wagged a bit in the form of Jadeja, who scored 25, and Saini, who scored 29 runs.